To put the leg together, we require some tools, and the tool I use is this one. You see, they come in pair. We use two in pair because we need to require on both sides when you tighten the nuts and bolt. So for those in America, I use this is 1132, and for those outside United States, I use that for 9mm. So this is for this one we use 1/4. I don't know if you can see it's pretty blurry, but basically 1/4, and this one is 13mm, and or in the United States called and half, and this one is 9/16 basically for the big one. Alright, let's put the leg together. At the beginning, we build the bottom up. So with the legs, there are so many parts in there. So the idea is to keep them, don't take them everywhere. Maybe missing it and drop it somewhere else. So the idea is to take out the part you need. So the first part is the feet. So like this one. First of all, this one is come up with like that, and include the nut and bolt already assembled for you right here. And the toes, the toe is front toes right here, and you see this is come up. So kind of assemble like that. You already assembled that way. So you can have the part. You can have the part ready. So this is the back. Like that. So you can, if you follow this, basically you need to have this thing ready. So they come different, so many, so just make sure you got the right one. So they look like that. Okay, so one thing you need to do is to take this one off. You can unscrew with your hand and use one of this one, slide through this, like right here, like that, okay, and put through here. Sometimes the part come up with the holes not really clearly. We already test everything, but sometimes not clearly. So we use this type thing, you know, to go through clearly, make sure. And also it come up with this. To put them together, you can see how we use this later. But the idea is we use this one kind of like before you put them together, poke through it, make sure it go through. So sometimes it's a little bit tight. Just don't worry, just push it go through. So let's put them together like that right now, like that, and then like go through here. Put this one back in here. And that's it, and hold right here. And use the nut, put in a little bit tiny, but however it slippery a little bit, but sometimes it's hard to beginning, but make sure if the thread is going correctly, and it will stop to one point because this is nylon lock nut. This is special nut, so when you type in it won't go back. So that's, you put like that. You haven't tied yet, just leave like there, and then you put the back toes by unscrew this one, put this one in. So the idea, look at this, and this one go like that, and there's the knot right there, and this is sticker right here. You can see that basically this is the locker, so the leg the toe doesn't go down like that. So when we design this one, make sure it's movable, however it doesn't go all over, and it's when you take it off it still stay right there, it won't fall over right here, and it's hard to. So that's how we design that thing. So make sure this one in a slot and hold this one and push go through and wiggle a little bit and push go through. Sometimes it's off, but however to put it back to go through. It's locked in here. See, now you hold your hand right, your finger right here, just hold it in, and then put the other side. go the same thing. Same thing go through. Okay, make sure it go through. See, that's when sometimes the paint, when the paint we prime, it seal the hole, but you can poke through it and let the paint go out. So basically lock it in, put this back in here, make sure it's sometimes tight. You see, you can see it's a little bit hard, but you can make it. I can make it. So all right, slowly put it in. Come on, you can do that. Okay. So the process to put together is fun. You see how it build up together. See that? Now, like that. See? So after you tighten the app, it won't move that much, but however, it's still movable. So now the main thing is to tie them together, and this one is with your 1/4. And over there is 1/4. I don't know. We don't know. We don't have the millimeter, so I can't tell you how much. But the idea is right now you have one side right here, and you don't need to have. It's all you need to do is use your hand. You can type in. So one here you put through and hold that. You see, hold this one like that, and then this one go over here. Basically, that's it. You tight it in. You tie it in, and the thread goes through the nylon and it will stay there. It won't move. You continue tie until you kind of have a good grip. And this one still wiggle a little bit, not enough. So I will continue tight. You can tie until you feel you have the feel is a good grip. Here you see now it's enough. And of course this one later on you can change it. You can do the same for the back one. Alright, so let's tighten it up. See, right now it won't get up. This one is still loose over here, so one more. That's it. That is the toes and the feet complete. Alright, the next part is put the one part of piston in here. Okay, the piston is the part right here. You can see it, and it come in the back. Make sure you look in the back. There are two of them for the leg. So like that, identical on one. And this one go right here. See the gap right here? So you go in there. And there's the hole already pre-drilled. And again, sometimes we prime them and we already check, but sometimes the hole is too small due to the paint stuck in there. And same over here. So what needs is same thing over there is this one, you hold through here and make sure it go through. So we go a little bit and go through like that, and that's it. Make sure it go through, and do the same thing for this one. Make sure it go through. And you see it go through before, and after you do that, you put them together. You put them by holding here and pushing right here. Sometimes it's a little bit tight, but again, you can push it. And to align them correctly, my trick is go through here and kind of see through it. And you see right here is you can see through it basically you know it aligned together. So on that time, after you hold this and you see it go through and you know it's straight, hold it one hand like that. Basically keep it in spot like that, and then from here you hold this one, you use this one, this it comes with that. We put in there, and then you push along here and kind of wiggle and make sure it go through it. The idea is sometimes it tight a little bit, but you go through and you see it go a little bit here, and after you go through here you can pull it back. You pull it back until it go inside a little bit, and you hold there. You see it go further. I don't know if you can see it. This is a very, very good focus. I'm sorry about that, but it does stick out you pull it back and it go in back, and after that you use this tool. I believe you should have this one. This is one of the requirements when we build this thing is you cut it, and the point is you need to have one side and small. If you, it's a nice idea to have small. We have something like that, but a little bit too big. Sometimes you have this one right here, it doesn't push again really nice. So I recommend using this one, and all you need to do is basically put in here and make sure it's again right here, right? Again right here, and all you need to do is chop it. Oh, a little bit harder. So okay, chop it. After chop it like that, right? What you need to do next is this one or this one, doesn't matter which one. Basically hold it and push deep in here, tap like that, push it in, flush in. See over here, this side, stick it in, stick it in. Don't worry about that. We will have detail. Put them together on top this, cover and then glue on top, so it will stay. However, right now, this is, you see that? This is already. So that it should be like that. That's the correct way. That's it. So that for the leg is the feet. This is the feet, and that is the thing ready to move next one. So after you finish this one, okay, just leave there and move on to next one. So basically, I did on the other side. So you have this one side by side like that. That means you're done for the feet. That's it. And then after that we move on for the leg, and which are up here. Okay, hi everyone. Again, after this is continue to put the leg on top, but after you finish this one, we plan to put the leg up here. So go into the bag for the leg, get this one, of course, after you paint everything done, and that's the part we need. As this come out, two of them like this, include the nut and bolt already there. So we need this one for that, for this section, and this one. Okay, this one will be here like that. So we put this one first. Again, like the other one, you already see what we need to do is to make sure it go through. Make sure it go through. Make sure you go through and use this one. So all you need to do is put together, and again, like checking. So align them and then use your eye. You can see through. That means it kind of aligns. So hold this. Hold your hand like that. So it stay push, like push this direction over here. So it kind of like against that. Easy. It won't move. Then hold this one and wiggle a little bit and push. See, it go through right here. So again, you pull it back a little bit so it doesn't stick out anymore. And then use this tool. This is applied right here, and make sure you pop, you cut it off like that. And after that, you push back a little bit like that. And it's both sides. That's how you put them together. The next one is to connect this one with this one. So what you need to do is you unscrew this one. But before you do that, one thing important, you notice the nut, we put them together in one direction. You see the nut go this way and the bolt go side by side the same. The idea is this one is inside the leg and this one is go outside the leg. The reason we do that later on, we can tie them up, depend on how much we need to tie them. So make sure when you put them together, this one had to be side by side. So let's do that. Take this one out and take this one out. Sometimes tight, but again, just don't worry about it. You can unscrew them. So hold this, and the idea is hold like that, right? And push this piston in first. So you go and push. Sometimes it's a little bit tight, but don't worry, just push it in all the way like that. And you align this one, go that with this angle right here, with joint right here, and make them fit together. And look this side again, see it go through it. Sometimes it's tight, but we already test, so it worked. So now you need to put the bolt in. Again, keep in mind that it had to be one side. So this one go this one, same side, same. So push it in and wiggle a little bit. And sometimes tight, yes, it ties it good. So you can twist a little bit and push a little bit. Sometimes it's hard. Okay, now this tool coming handy. So this one is 9 by 16. So you like that, and basically, oh no, we did the wrong one. This one, I'm sorry. This is 19 millimeter, and for the United States, it's half. Okay. So we use this one and tight it in, kind of like push it in. Kind of like it's not tight enough to push it in, go through it. So the idea is just tie it in until you have a good grip. So it's okay. Now the time to put the nut in. So kind of put the nut in right here like that. You don't need to tie it later on. You can tie that, but in order you can do that is you have two of them, one side and this one. If you don't have two of them handy, you can use plier, or you can use any tool. The idea is have one side hole and you can clamp them this way. So for me, this is easier way to do that. So one side hole like that and twist. Yeah, like that. So right now we don't need to tie them. Just leave like that for now. And that's it. That's how we put this thing together. And you see it's kind of like it's still moving like that. Right. So do the same thing on the other hand. Go through here. Okay. Hi again. This is the finished leg. I put together the first one. You saw the video earlier, and this one is I did the same. One thing you need to notice is the bolt is mirror side of this one and stay inside the leg, and the nut actually outside. So you can see both sides. And as I mentioned, it's one of the things you need to pay attention when you put together. So the next one, I put the different part on top of this one. Okay. So to do that is use this part right here. This one right here, two of them, and make sure they are mirror. There are four of them, two at each for each leg, and this one mirror. So make sure you got that mirror one. This is a piece of plastic right here, and this one will go in here like that. So basically just flush it in. The next one is the piston right here. This will go right here. This cable right here. This cable is two of them for each leg, and the wire right here. For the tool, as usual, one additional for this one, it requires gluing. Gluing is this one recommend using crazy glue, and the main point it had to be instant hard. So this one require you only 30 seconds. They recommend. So let's put together. The first thing you need to do is glue this one in here. We're not glue this one because this haven't been painted yet. So your part you need to paint before you do this. So for you have go ahead and glue them. So first thing you need to do is to put the glue right here. So go along and put the glue on one side first. Don't do the both same. Well, first one first. And I'm not gonna put it in here, but however, I put the glue in there and then hold this side and glue this side in. All you need to do is put a line right here and use your finger, press in a little bit, If you don't want sticking glue, you can use any tool to push it in and hold this, basically push it in. It's tight already, we designed pretty tight, so you don't have to worry about that to push it in, but the glue will help more. After that, you can move on to the next one. Do the same thing, push it in, and this is the same thing, this direction, hold it in, and the idea is to push it, press it in. It's just for temper. Right now, we're not going to glue them, so you can see it ties in already. Okay, so the next one is put this wire right here. You can use different wire. The idea is have small wire and colorful, so it show up. See that 2 hole right here already pre-drilled. So all you need to do is put the dab glue to both sides, and then hold this and spread them. Or you can spread them separately. That's fine. But the idea is each wire go into each hole like that, and hold it, let it dry a little bit. Sometimes it's not hold correctly and nice. A trick we use is we you put glue in here, and then we sprinkle a little bit of baking soda, and it will instant dry up the glue. And baking soda is make it thing white, so don't worry, we can touch up later. And we can paint different effects, just like oil leaking or something later on. But for now, I'm not going to glue them together because they haven't been painted yet. So the idea like that. So after you finish this one and have the wire in there, you move on next step is put this thing together. But this thing, this part require glue as well. So what you need to do is put the glue, and you need to do is hold this one like that and put a little bit dab of glue along here. And because this one will go along here, so you put a little bit glue right here, a little bit glue in here. That's fine. It doesn't have to be a lot. So after that, you hold this, okay? You hold this one and make sure find the side. You see that slot right here? That will fit in here with this one. So you slide in and put like that. So look at that. It's matching perfect, fitting in here. And the idea is you need to hold this one, push it down, and put. So this section have a contact with this side right here. One thing you need to pay attention is make sure when you hold it and before the glue dry, make sure this one is parallel with this one. So you hold this on top view like that and pushing down like that, and hold this side, push up. So they put again together, and make sure this one is parallel. Don't let it be like that, okay? Make sure it's parallel. So you don't want to glue instant dry, but you need glue about like 30 seconds. So you have the 30-second frame. So you see this is out right here. Is make sure you hold it until it's tight a little bit. Just in case if you don't have the glue and it doesn't stay very well, we have this option right here. You see the bottom right here. You have the hole right here, and that can be tight by the nut, the screw right here, tiny screw that come with them in a packet. So you need to do is put in here and tie it up. We designed this one because when we design, we need to take this one, put it back, take it back, put it back many times. So we need to have something kind of hold it. So for now, you don't need it. Since you do glue, one thing you need when you put the glue is make sure you put over here, down here too. So it's contact right here. Hold that right here. See, after you hold the glue, it will stay. It will stay like that. And after you finish, you move on to the next one. Do the same thing with this side. Do the same thing with this side, okay? Hold it, put it back right here, and make sure it's side by side like that, okay? So even sometimes this one doesn't contact. This one doesn't contact over here. Don't worry about that. We will have the rod go through all over here and keep it together. When you put this thing, make sure this thing, the wire here on top, and the black cable down here is on bottom. So this one on top like that, okay? Because we didn't glue it in, so we don't have that. But yours should have that cable, the wire stuck right there. But however, make sure it's on top. So after you glue them, and again, make sure one more important, and make sure it's parallel with the bottom down here, and hold it for a little bit, and it will stay like that. After that, when the caterpillar stay still together and use this tool right here, you see that hole right here already. All you need to do is slide this one and go through all the way on the other side. See that? The same again. You after that you push it back like that, and use this tool right here and cut completely again that like that. A bit tight, a little bit hard to cut, but because of the tip. So the idea, you cut that. See that? You cut, and after you cut, you can push it back a little bit in. A bit too much over here, so you push again. So that's it. And with the glue, it will perfect straight like that. You'll be done with that. And you after that, if you want to make sure, you can use this screw right here, and you can screw it in one more for extra protection, but I don't think we need it. But anyhow, so the next one is to put this one in here. Again, we do the same thing like everyone else. Every different part we did this section right here. First of all, make sure this go through, clear, go through, and make sure go through here as well, and then put them together right here, and look through the hole and see if it goes straight together. It go kind of like align together, and then hold this one and push, wiggle and push, and until it go through this side. And then after that, you have this one, and you trim it up. And that's it. And now you have this section ready. The next one is this one. You unscrew this one instead. Okay, and make sure it had to be, when you put them together, make sure it's the same with this one. You hold this one. When you need to do, when you hold it, you have this one, right? That's one right here, and use basically separate the wire right here and go like that, and make sure to go up like that. Okay, and then slide this thing in right here, slide in, and make sure, see, because we didn't glue, this one kept tilt in, but when you glue it goes straight, so you don't have that option. However, it's still okay. You push it in, right? Make sure this one go up. It should go up like that, and just push it in right here. And when one thing you need to pay attention right here, look at that. Make sure this one, when you put align them together, make sure this one go through the hole right here. Okay. Also remember, you have a wire right here. You have the wire right here, so make sure the wire go first. The wire go underneath first, and it will stick it out. Don't worry about that. We will trim it. So you have the wire go through here like that. Okay. If you don't have that, you can use this tool to guide it out and push it in through like that, right? Like that, just connect like that. And then you put the piston go through here as well, and you push again right here like that. Okay, sometimes this cable is on the way, to push it up, clear it out, and then put it in all the way, and that's it. So this one going here, right? It's supposed to be like that. Right now you look down here and you align this section with the hole right here. There's a stop right here to make sure it go on top, upper. Sometimes you push it touch right here, it didn't go through, but so make sure it go upward, that stop right here, and push it all the way. You pay attention, look at right here, make sure it go on top, right, that stopper, and the hole align like that right here. Everything perfect. And then now the time to put the bolt through this hole, and make sure it's same as the bottom one. So all you need to do is hold and push it, go through here. Sometimes you need to wiggle a little bit and go on this side. And all you need to do is put the nut in. After that, you can use, see, this one, and this is a half. And you put it in like that, and the other side as well, hold that like that, and basically like that you twist. If you want tighter later on, you can use the handle, crank it up, but for now it just twist a little bit and it up, and that's it for this section, the leg right here. After that, okay, you can use the scissor, and basically you pull all the way down like that, right? And you can trim from here. So basically you can trim, put right here and trim it, and that's it. One more thing forgot is you glue this one right here, so you kind of bend like that. Bend the wire right here is holding the direction of the wire, so you bend like that. See the hole right here? A two hole right here on this right here, and that's where this cable go in. So again, use the glue. So you have the glue right here, dip both sides the same time. You can do each individual, doesn't matter. So you hold this and you put the fill in the glue, and you hold one side right here, and all you need to do is push it in. And the same thing, all you need to do is put it in a little bit, wiggle sometimes a little bit tight, but anyhow you're able to push it in all the way, both sides like that, and that's it. That would be like that. That's you are halfway for the leg. So now do the next one, the left one. Do the same thing for the left one.